Here we are. It's been 1 year of being an entrepreneur with a business. 1 year ago, I officially launched my business at an Instagram live event with a few of my friends and family members joining from their living rooms to celebrate with me the existence of Elta High on Life. It's been an interesting year, and I thought it would be nice to share a bit of my journey so far and give some insights into how it's going, and also share some things I learned along the way that might be helpful to you as well on your entrepreneurial journey. So, in this video, I'll be sharing some of the things I've done so far in building my business and share my experience in starting from scratch without a following, without a big network, without a mentor, and without a lot of money. For me, the way I was able to start my business was through saving some money to fund the essentials upfront, such as website hosting and the manufacturing cost of the first batch of my products. All of the branding, so everything that needed design, I have done myself. Also, I am not yet financially dependent on the money I make with my business. I do freelance design work next to running my business, which enables me to be flexible with my work hours and generate enough income to live from. I have come up with 4 important actions I would recommend doing when building your business and share with you examples of my activities so far. I hope you find a little nugget in there that will help you with your entrepreneurial journey. Mapping your customer. Everything we do as entrepreneurs revolves around the needs of our customer. When we have a clear understanding of what drives them in their day-to-day and why, and what they struggle with, we know how to best help them. We can then create products and content to offer them that's inspiring, valuable, and meaningful. When it comes to mapping your customer and how to go about this, for me it has been helpful to first explore around the internet by reading posts from potential customers, understand what's on their mind, and see what products and services they are now using. I also subscribed to newsletters from competitors to get an understanding of important topics. This allowed me to create a clear overview of what my potential customer is in need of and struggles with, and divide all of these insights into themes. From this overview, I created an in-depth but visually appealing survey to send to friends, family, and acquaintances that fit the persona, so that I could find out which themes emerged the most. From these main themes that include wants and wishes, motivations, challenges and struggles, and what's on the mind of my potential customer, I have made a very dull and non-inspiring Excel overview. Though for me, this way it's easy to adjust and add things about my customer when I find out more about them, and it allows for a very clear and structured overview. What this customer mapping has helped me with in my first year starting my business is creating all of my content around these themes and insights. Also, understanding where to find them online has triggered me to look for different ways to reach them. For me, all of this has resulted in creating a free workbook for newsletter subscribers, offering a Skillshare course around this workbook, selling on Etsy next to my own webshop, as well as starting this YouTube channel and attending an offline event to promote my business. I also found that it's not only about finding your customer yourself, but also about making it easier for your customer to find you. Own your pitch, the why, the how, and the what. I remember the first time I had to pitch myself and an idea to an actual audience. It was the first month of design school and everyone had to pitch their prototype to the rest of the group. I remember it took me forever to prepare the pitch because I had to nail down exactly what it was that made my idea so great. The pitch itself was only 60 seconds long. This experience made me realize how valuable it is to package what you want to tell in such a short time frame, because it makes you aware of what the essence is of the story you want to tell. A few years later, I learned that a good elevator pitch should include your why, your how, and your what. Simon Sinek says, people don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. The goal is to do business with people who believe what you believe. So, why does your organization exist and why should anyone care? How do you go about this and what product or service do you offer? The hard thing about pitching yourself is that it could feel like you're boosting and sound like a salesperson. But I found that when you're selling something that you've made yourself and believe in, it just feels like sharing something you are passionate about. Spending time on how to package your story so that it's clear, inspiring, and concise is therefore extremely valuable in getting your unique story out there. Here's an example of my elevator pitch, which is still a bit long, to be honest. Why? At Alta, we believe in helping individuals create a way of life for themselves that suits them best to live life to the fullest. How? We provide people with the hands-on design tools to start designing their life and career themselves. What? The High on Life Kit offers 5 exercises in which you'll creatively explore what drives you in your day-to-day and why. With every exercise come sticker sheets with icons, words, and quotes to help you answer questions about yourself that are normally quite hard to answer. The elevator pitch is great for on your website or in an email, but when you have more time or use a different format, you could of course always add details to your pitch. To be honest, I keep updating and adjusting my elevator pitch depending on the situation I'm in. When I started 1 year ago, next to my pitch, I also created a press kit to send to companies, newspapers, and magazines, and I used the elevator pitch to put in my email text. Since almost no one responded, I stopped sending out these emails. Instead, I started creating different Instagram captions that highlighted different parts of my pitch and see which ones resonated most with people. Here the response was minimal as well, so I went offline and tried to pitch myself and my small business to friends, at small gatherings, to new people I met, and at 2 events I was exhibiting at. All of this has improved my pitch a lot and made me more confident in sharing my story. From these offline activities, I was able to understand what's most important for people to hear. And it has proven to be way more fun and motivating to get feedback directly. Your online and offline marketing. All this brings me to the next subject, which is your online and offline marketing. I personally feel branding yourself online can feel unnatural and discouraging. I mean, creating content for a small following and not receiving any response or feedback is not particularly exciting, but it helps to remind yourself of why you do what you do. Also, a lot of people are lurkers, so they might see your content indeed, but they do not comment or like it. When it comes to online marketing, I found it helps to focus on creating content that you get excited about yourself. And to make use of a schedule to post on any social channels that feel natural to you to use. I have a schedule to post on Instagram and LinkedIn a few times a week, write a newsletter and create a YouTube video every 3 weeks, and when there's any time left, I write emails to companies and newspapers. All of this takes a lot of time and I do not get a lot of feedback or connections from it yet, so that is why it's important to keep it as fun as possible. Now, being a year into this entrepreneurial journey, I found it requires a change of mindset. First and foremost, it's about building content you're proud of. Eventually, you will reach more and more people and they will have enough content to browse through. But although being present online is important, I found that getting out there into the real world is just as important still. Word of mouth is the best marketing money can buy. Seriously, tell everyone about your business. tell everyone to tell everyone else to tell everyone. But to make it work, be really clear on what you offer, so it's easy for others to talk about you and to recommend you. For me, it's so motivating to actually hear what people think and feel about what I'm offering. And it enables me to make real connections. It's also easier for people to remember me and my story because they've heard it from me in person. So, when you have the opportunity, be at events, fairs, and marketplaces where you could talk to people in person or provide a workshop for them. Be patient, start small, and build slowly. I have to remind myself often it's not a sprint, it's an ultra marathon. It's very normal to not see any big successes the first few years. The businesses around me that are successful have been building their businesses for many years already, so I try not to compare myself to where they are at right now. So, the last takeaway, please be kind to yourself as well and give yourself time. Building things takes time. For people to find you takes time. Believe in what you're doing even if success is not there yet. It is quite a challenge for sure to keep staying motivated and take a bet on yourself. On many days, I am quite unsure about what I'm doing, but I always try to remember myself why I'm doing what I'm doing. Even though it's not rainbows and high fives all the time, I love the process of learning and growing and slowly reaching more people every day. I am definitely in it for the long run, and in the next year to come, I would love to focus more on expanding my reach through collaboration. I'm looking into partnerships with schools and companies that already do a lot within the realm of personal and professional development and see what I can achieve there. It would be wonderful if you could share a bit about your entrepreneurial journey with me as well. I would love to hear and learn from you, so please let me know in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to be here today, and I hope to see you again for the next video. Bye for now.